welcome to DeView, the Digital View podcast for the week of Wednesday, February 1st, 2012. I'm Curtis Paradis.
I'm Jordan Murdock.
I'm Kael Donnelly.
I'm Riley McDermid.
I'm Evan Wiebe.
And I'm Karla Garcia.
Oh, you guys just cut yourselves
newbie.
off.
Gage Fletcher.
Now, Karla.
Karla Garcia.
DeView is all about bringing you our view of the digital world around us, from music, movies, TV shows, video games, and gadgets. Now, this week, we're going to be starting in movies, just like we always do. First up is The Grey. Now, I went and seen this weekend, and my recommendation is, well, maybe I should go into it. Basically, the overlying theme of it is there's a plane crash. These guys are out in the middle of the Arctic, and basically they have to more or less fend for themselves and attempt to get back to civilization. So it's an interesting movie. The plot is, you would think it would be good, but for me, I didn't really find it very entertaining.
Do they eat each other?
No, actually, surprisingly they don't. I actually thought that they would at first, but they never did. So starting with the movie, first
No cannibalism.
No cannibalism. First 5 minutes in, basically, there's a large plane crash. And for myself, I don't know, a large majority of us are going to be flying in a couple of months. And it was very graphic and definitely something I wish I'd never seen, because I was like, it's
You're
pretty...
gonna be scared
I've honestly
now.
never heard of it.
It's just a movie, though.
If you don't like watching that, you should never
No,
watch
but it
Mayday
was-
on Discovery's channel.
Yeah, probably
It's a good
not.
show, though.
No, but it
I
was
highly
like
recommend
super
it.
graphic, and I was like, I don't know. So overall, okay movie, plus... I don't know why it was called The Grey, though. The only thing I can think of is that...
The wolves were grey?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but not even, the one wolf at the end is black, and it's the one that they're, kind of running from the whole time. So I'm very confused.
Can the wolf talk?
No. It's like...
This movie sucks, it sounds like.
Is it gray?
No. Oh, is it great? No, God, it's not great.
It puts the grey in great.
Maybe it's
I don't know.
not.
I saw a
Fun.
review. I just seen the review on Reviews on the Run, and it looked pretty interesting, just because of the whole sort of man versus wild sort of concept. But I haven't
Right.
seen it, so I can't thoroughly judge it.
I wanted to go see it this weekend. It's just that I got too wrapped up with my personal life and doing
Wow, really?
other things and whatnot, and I just... Well, I guess I probably could have incorporated it into my
I'm
personal life.
kidding,
It's
come
just
on.
You're
I got
new.
too busy.
Like I said, no one knows me. They don't know my humor.
Anyway,
So Jordan's...
I heard it was...
kidding?
I heard it
for
was
your
good.
weird
I haven't seen a movie like this in a while, and I would like to go see it. I'll probably actually go check it out sometime this week.
Yeah, it actually looks pretty good. I don't know. I'm down for it.
I
We
was-
talked about it a bit last week, though, so
Did we?
I think so.
Okay.
But nobody had seen it at that point.
That's true, I guess. So.
What about Star Wars? This is one I want to talk
Star
about.
Wars?
real bad.
Oh, that is pretty much... it's gotten to a point where it's beyond upsetting, and it just needs to stop.
So what's going on, Gage? What's
It's
happening with Star
a
Wars?
re-release in 3D. This is probably the
So
sixth
George
time
Luke-
they've re-released
yeah.
these
It's a
movies.
re-release.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty crazy. I don't think they should do it, personally. I think
No?
it was fine the way it was, and I don't know,
Uh,
it just seems unnecessary.
I'll agree with you for the first 3 movies, which are 4, 5, and 6. But I think the first, the prequels, like episode 1, 2, and 3, I think those would be interesting to see in 3D, because just they're more modern than the other
Yeah,
ones.
well, that's very
it's
true.
Well, it's interesting to see things re-released and everything, but the main thing I think that fans from Star Wars don't like is that he's changed CG and actual parts of the movie. It's one thing to re-release it on Blu-ray or the latest video format, but
yeah.
a whole other thing to actually
he's
change
literally
the movie.
going into the movie
Yeah.
and
changing it.
And just
pieces.
obsessing about it, and I think that's the biggest thing that fans don't
After
like.
you finish the
Remember.
film,
It
yeah,
should
that
be done,
it should be
right?
finished.
You shouldn't be going back to it or anything. I think that should be it.
'Kay, so-
Although, after all this being said, I'm still going to go see it in theaters, probably. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
That's no problem. So, other than it being in 3D, has he done any changes to the actual prequel movies?
I'm
No.
honestly not too sure.
Because I know those ones are more recent.
Raya, something.
Let's be honest, though. Does anyone really want to see them again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably
Well,
not.
feel like-
enough
Probably
people
not.
to
Wait,
make lots of
question,
money off of
Yeah,
it.
they do,
True.
or yeah, no, they don't.
I was
No,
one
they don't.
that I would watch them again, but that's just me. I'm not a die-hard Star Wars
If you
fan.
went
went back and changed those first prequels and actually made them better up to the quality that the original 3 were, then maybe a re-release would be warranted. But to go take something that's already good and has a huge fan base and just continually change it over and over and over again, and there's small changes. Or I shouldn't say that. Some are small, some are really, really big changes. which are just angering all the fans.
Right.
Okay, what about for people who aren't Star Wars fans? I think it's a ploy to make money. It's in 3D, right?
That's
Everything's
entirely
coming
what
out
it
in
is.
3D.
That's
like,
all this
Yeah,
is.
like
that's all it
everything
is.
is
All
3D now. It's
3D movies
overdone. It's
are-
overplayed.
Yeah.
Any 3D movie is a ploy to make money. Like it's a gimmick. Like,
It's
Well,
really not.
That's why
Actually-
I go to them.
Actually, for a fan like Karla, like if you don't haven't really seen them or whatever, like I don't know, I think that's actually maybe a good
I
idea. I
honestly
never really thought
wouldn't
of it
go.
like that. You wouldn't go though?
No.
So I guess it doesn't work. So
How about
bad idea.
Carla, did you see the
It all
first?
Well-
depends. It's
well,
all
then-
relative.
Well, then the
I
ploy
think
has
I saw
failed.
the first one.
Did you guys see? No, I'm not talking about that one. I'm saying, did you see
Okay.
the first X-Men movie?
No.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, I saw the first one.
You did?
That's it. Just
Okay.
the first
just
So-
the very first one.
one. The
we
very
have-
first
the
one.
first
How
one?
many are there?
Well, I
There
mean-
is X-Men 1, 2, 3, Origins,
What I was-
Wolverine.
There's too many.
You guys are
I can't
cutting
keep
me
track.
off. The one that I was talking about is X-Men First Class.
Oh, yes.
Which
Oh, the
we have a
newest
little
one,
bit of
yes.
news about today.
Oh.
This is pretty interesting.
Jordan, you got this?
Yeah, Matthew Vaughn, the director of the first X-Men First Class, is actually hired on for a second X-Men First Class.
So he was the director of the first one, correct?
Right.
So we're going to see the same theme, which is really nice.
Yes.
Any news on actors that have been re-signed?
Not that I could find, but
Hopefully
I
they-
was just excited to hear that they're making a second one.
Yeah, there
'Cause,
was
like,
really
the
no
Yes.
news.
First
on it.
Class was, I think, the best X-Men movie to date.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Shouldn't they just call it Star Wars Second Class?
No,
Or
Star
Star
Wars.
Wars, not Star Wars. I meant X-Men.
X-Men.
I'd watch Star Wars Second Class.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wouldn't it be second class? Like,
Hey, Gage, you should like just go and make that movie. I'd watch
Yeah,
that.
maybe I should.
Maybe. So we're getting a new. Well, we have a director. Riley, was that really loud for you?
Yes, that broke my
You
ears.
can
a little
adjust your headphones.
good.
See, there's the little knobs.
Ooh,
You just
oh.
turn it down. See, there you go.
Oh,
Way better now.
Turn
Way
these,
better.
Turn these knobs.
Riley.
Really?
I think
Really?
Turn the knobs.
a movie we should talk about is it's not really a new movie coming out at all, but it's that one that you showed us today, Riley. Do you wanna
Oh.
take it
Is
away?
it a commercial?
Oh,
The commercial?
the Ferris Bueller commercial.
It tricks
That-
you. It
that
tricks
really
you.
upset me. Yeah, they released the first, well, not the first 10 seconds, but they released a 10-second snippet of this commercial, and it's, it's.
Was it for Toyota
yeah,
or something? Oh, Honda.
It's,
Sorry.
it's a Honda. Yeah, it's the Honda
Right.
commercial. I don't want to have the actual sound on here.
Yeah, don't turn the sound on.
Yeah,
No
well,
sound.
it's the actual Ferris Bueller movie. It completely goes off of it. They have Matthew Broderick as himself in it. He's obviously like 25 years older. It was 25 years later that this was being released. But all they had in the actual commercial was like him coming up to the window and saying, "Oh, I shouldn't be going to work today." Basically, everyone thought, "Oh, maybe there's an actual Ferris Bueller movie coming out." It's just a
Right.
Honda commercial.
When you showed me that,
Yeah.
I was really excited, to be honest. Like it looks like a really funny movie. It's,
it
it's a
hurt
funny,
me in the soul. That the first one was so
I love
good.
that it hurt you in the
It
soul.
hurt me right in the
I
soul.
like
right
I like
here,
how
right
we
in
were
the
just
soul.
talking about how they shouldn't rehash movies and,
And now we're
re-release
just like,
stuff.
come on, new
Ferris Bueller though, let's do this.
But
let's
it
do
wouldn't be a
this.
rehash though, because remember he's older now. That's the difference.
Be a whole new
I know
movie.
this is a classic movie. A lot of people have seen it. Do you think like they should take a chance and bring the series back?
Which
Because I
series?
know there are a couple movies I think could have sequels, but I don't think they need sequels.
And
Does
what's-
anybody feel that way about
Oh,
this Ferris Bueller thing?
Yeah, it doesn't need a sequel, but I think it would be really funny, just the way they
Yeah, probably.
presented it in that
It'd
commercial.
be cool to see if they could merge the two of them together, so it's like one storyline instead of having like.
Like it would still be
bunch of
Ferris
them, yeah.
Bueller, but it would be him at work or whatever.
Yeah.
Just like in the
Yeah.
commercials.
I don't think it
that'd
would
be pretty
work.
funny. No,
No.
no, it just
It's
shouldn't
just
be
good.
retouched.
It's just should
Good as
stay
it-
that as it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree on that. If they try and put too many things together, it does run the risk of just like, just kind of
Ruining the franchise.
Whatever,
Ruining the
whatever happened to
franchise.
the idea of just making new ideas for movies? It seems like that's just
There were a lot of them created. Then everybody stopped being able to think of new ones.
all the ideas have been taken.
until,
there
until we
is
get new
nothing-
technology. Then what else are we supposed to
Oh,
do?
you know what?
Yeah.
What's cool about new technology? Possible new Xbox coming out real soon.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
That's very true.
Just rumors.
Okay, so
rumors.
rumors.
The
Jordan-
720.
Jordan, can you tell us more about the Xbox 720?
Rumors.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I don't have
Drum roll, please.
I don't have a lot of information, but I did read a couple articles on this today, and it's not coming out this year,
Oh.
Oh, so
which is a little sad.
So like 2013 or 2014 or something.
I
something
couldn't
like that.
find anything on a possible date yet, but
So expect
rumors
around
are right now
2044.
is it. I can go into all the technical stuff, but it's supposed to be 6 times as powerful.
that'd be
So,
nice.
like,
Do we know what the graphics chips
Whoa.
and stuff are like on the current model, like the black one?
I believe they're.
Like, are they
Somebody would know that. I don't know.
are they
them
like
personally.
this year's or last
Somebody
year's
should.
graphics, or like how outdated are they?
I don't think they're really that outdated. Like,
Like 360.
No,
like
the newest black one, right?
The current 360 graphics.
Yeah, I think they're pretty up to date because at least with the new games, because it's all high def
Well,
and
like,
everything.
but I mean, like the black one was released when last year sometime. So that's mean it has
Yes.
last year's graphics processor in it.
They're not
'Cause
all
and I
black.
think by black one,
Yeah,
you're
they're not
talking
black.
about
Sorry.
the
Not-
Xbox
Yeah, I guess so.
360 Slim.
Is that what it's called? Okay, the
Yeah,
Slim. Sorry,
the
everybody.
Slim.
Oh yeah, there was a other black one too.
Yeah,
right?
the
That was
scary-
the Elite.
That was the
So you gotta
Elite.
know your differences.
I'm sorry.
The scary thing about the Xbox is like the cinematics are already pretty crazy. Like if we get like 6 times better than that, I'm scared I'm gonna get lost in my virtual.
But to the same
reality
extent, like
world.
Xbox has to keep up with like.
Well, think about it. Like we just played Halo too. Like you wouldn't think you were actually a soldier, would you?
No, that's what I'm saying. 6 times better than that.
You're not
I
dating
might.
it, are
I
you?
might think I'm an actual
but you have-
soldier and just be lost
But you have
in
to
this
think
game
like it's the
forever.
natural progression of like technology, right?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
at the same
I'm-
time, like they can't just not upgrade because then.
Oh
they-
yeah, I'm not saying they shouldn't. I'm
Yeah.
just,
Where did
I'm
Gage
just-
go?
it's
Oh,
just-
he started playing Call of Duty
Never
like
stopped.
We
3
lost
days
his
ago.
skill.
Yeah,
Well, it's
found
just-
him
he's in the
since then.
military.
It's just like Blu-ray. Like Blu-ray, to some people, it just looks too real, and that's why some people, when they first start watching it, they get nauseated by it because it's just so.
That
vivid.
actually happened. I was
like
just
that.
kidding around.
People,
but-
people
Really?
actually,
Oh,
people
wow.
actually complain about that. So like, graphics are just gonna get better and better, and that's just because.
Is everyone in
And,
here
uh,
a gamer?
Most-
So
some
I
of
don't
us.
have a system.
I
but-
kind of
I'm a
keep
noob.
up.
I'm definitely
Ish.
not.
Speaking of Blu-ray,
Noob
though,
too.
the new Xbox 360 is rumored to have a Blu-ray drive.
Yeah, that would be
Which
good.
when
Because
like,
then
the
it could compete with the PS3.
exactly.
Yeah.
And
I thought, is
when
Blu-ray registered trademark of Sony?
that is a good question. I have
I
no
feel
idea.
like it is.
It would make
I don't know if
sense,
it is or not.
But I'm sure there are
think it is.
knockoffs for it.
I'm googling.
Many will remember like when the first Xbox came out, there was the whole HD format wars.
And you can
There's,
buy
like,
the little HD drive, HD DVD drive to go
Yeah.
on top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember that there was like the red,
wasn't
which
good.
is the HD, and the Blu-ray, which is in the blue boxes, and then Blu-ray totally just kicked ass there.
I can't seem to find. Oh wait. Oh no, that's HD.
So yeah, that was the whole reason I bought a PlayStation 3 was for the Blu-ray. So now that there are rumors kind of going around
Oh.
that the new Xbox will have a Blu-ray is really exciting to me.
Just an update too. It's only the reason that I think it's Sony is because Sony created the first Blu-ray players. They don't own the format. They just created the first like drives that would
Okay.
play it. So
Oh, okay.
we're
it's a
free.
good thing it's not proprietary.
Interesting.
Oh, so this week we have some cool new video games coming out, and Jordan, would you like to tell us about them? Because I don't really know any of them because I'm a noob.
There's only
Oh, I see a Kinect one though, and Kinect is cool.
Kinect. I think some people got
Curtis,
confused
you-
in the last podcast. I think the Kinect is cool and everything.
Jordan's a hater.
Fable the Journey is stupid.
It's
is what I
not
was
meant
trying
for
to-
a game like that. It's meant for
Yeah.
like those fun sports
'Kay, is
games
this the
where
one
you're
where you
hitting
get to
balls
shoot?
around or something.
Okay. I don't know.
Oh, not this again, Chris.
I just shot Riley.
Anyway, for the main games we got coming out this week, we got Final Fantasy 13-2 and Soul Calibur 5, and we also have, I believe, the Kinect game for this
Live.
week is Rhythm Party, and
Rhythm
I
Party. Is
think
that-
That would
it's,
be fun.
I believe it is a Xbox Live Arcade download. You guys
You-
are giving
you
me
okay,
some
Curtis?
really weird looks.
I hit my
But-
arm.
I believe Curtis is
Is
having
your funny
technical
bone?
difficulties over there.
I kind of wish that there was an RPG game that was like Final Fantasy, just more action. Keep all the stats
Yeah.
and all of that.
Jordy, I have a
just
very
get rid of the
Yeah, Final
whatever.
Fantasy-
one question for your Final Fantasy
going
thing. Which Final Fantasy would you like to be like? Because as you probably know, there's 13 plus 2.
Wait, what?
13 plus 2.
Or 13-2, I'm sorry.
Well, that's the one that's
Is
coming
that
out
what
this week.
X1111-2 means?
Yeah,
That is what-
13-2. That
Yeah.
one comes out
1111.
Tuesday.
X10.
13
X10.
Part 2.
13
Went to a
Part
store
2.
near you.
Yeah,
What
I
about-
don't know what Final Fantasy I would like to be in.
Oh.
I don't know. I think the
about,
last
like-
one I played was 7, and that was pretty good. It's just I don't like turn-based RPGs.
Why not?
Because I like to be able to press A or X or whatever, and I
He's
want to
what's
see
called
my
a button masher.
Make
I
your
want-
own game.
I want to see
Yeah.
my character
Good.
swing the sword as soon as I press X.
Well,
Whatever.
that-
Oh wait,
make
so
it.
it doesn't do it at the same time? In, like,
It's a
real time?
turn-based thing. You
That's
go
stupid.
you scroll
It's
through
like
a list
Pokemon,
of
Curtis.
moves.
It's like playing Dungeons and Dragons or whatever.
Never
Yeah.
got into
Yes,
that.
it's very much like Dungeons and Dragons, except where it's kind of a video game with much
Sure.
better graphics.
It's not kind of a video game. It is.
I'm just
It's,
being
the
quiet in this topic.
Video board game.
video board game.
So what about Soul Calibur? That I'm pretty excited for that.
5?
Yes, Soul Calibur 5.
Yes, yes.
That I think Soul Calibur was one of the only fighting series that I could actually get into because you actually had the weapons and whatnot in there.
It was so fun. I liked how you could change with the characters. They had all different weapons. I don't know if I actually haven't played the last one. Is that the one with the Star Wars one with Vader and Yoda?
I think that was the last one. I might be wrong because I haven't done a lot of research into the series.
Because that was the one that
doesn't get it.
I'd missed that I wanted to try. It looked like a lot of fun.
Something
Having
that's-
some lightsabers and stuff.
What are
Something
you guys
that's
talking
interesting-
about? I have literally.
Yeah,
Soul
I'm
Calibur
lost.
5, it's a fighting game. Anyway,
Well, I heard Gage talking about lightsabers.
That
Oh,
was
yeah.
Soul
Yeah, it's
Calibur
a-
That's
4.
what brought me back
That
into
was
the.
Soul Calibur 4. That had.
Can we
yeah.
get that for your Xbox, Jordan?
we probably could.
Okay.
It'd be used
Anyway.
too, so it'd be perfect.
And
Low budget.
Really?
some other news I found out about Soul Calibur 5 is that the PlayStation 3, the exclusive characters for that, I believe, are Mega Man and Pac-Man.
For the new one?
For Soul Calibur 5.
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man and Mega Man.
How do you even do Pac-Man? It's like a 2D character.
I don't know, just waka 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 your way to victory.
And what? What? I don't understand.
does
What, wait,
Pac-Man
wait,
speak
wait,
of?
wait, wait. What weapons does he have?
I have
Wait,
no
wait,
idea.
wait.
I-
He
Goes
eats
waka waka
his
waka
mouth.
waka waka.
He
He's
eats
got his
pills.
mouth.
He's got cherries, maybe.
There's
Yes.
a little
Those aren't
blue
weapons.
dot on the map that you have to find, then each particular
Oh yeah,
character.
and then
I have no
it's one
idea.
hit kills on the way back, right? You know.
I have no idea how it's gonna
So wait,
work
what
out.
game is this?
This is Soul Calibur
Soul
5.
Calibur still. Keep up with us.
Yeah, no, I'm just.
Try and keep up. Curtis. Try and keep up.
The only video games I play are like Mario.
We should
Yeah.
move
Oh,
on.
that's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I think
But
it's time to
Let's
move
just
on.
move on from
Apparently,
Move on.
apparently nobody likes this topic, so we'll move on.
Well, I could
Did we
even-
talk about Rhythm Party for the Kinect?
I haven't even looked into this game. I know it's coming out on Tuesday.
Well, then who added it to the thing?
I did.
What's Wii U?
But I
Are we
wanted
gonna
to
go
be
to-
Use an
thorough
ambulance,
because
goes,
some people are
"Wee,
talking to me
wee."
whatever, you know.
It's we plus you.
Why is everyone?
Oh, I see
thought
what you're saying.
Jordan, what were you trying to say?
I don't know. I just put it on the list
Okay.
because
Music?
like it's a new game this week and
Okay, so new game this week for the Kinect, Rhythm Party. Up
Yeah.
next, we're talking about the Wii U because we want to.
yeah.
That kind of rhymes. We're
Is
talking
that
about the
so?
Wii
That's
U
the
'cause
noise
we
that
want
an
to.
ambulance makes,
Yeah.
and that's it. So let's move on. No, just kidding. What is the Wii U? Explain.
It is Nintendo's new console that's coming out that is actually way more powerful than their Wii.
That's
Is
I was,
it-
gonna, I was gonna throw
As far-
some expletives there, but
Question.
never mind.
HD?
HD, yes,
Beautiful.
very HD.
That's good.
Finally.
As
I
far
would
as
say
the
that.
It took. Why wouldn't they incorporate that in the Wii? Right?
I don't
well,
know.
I'll answer that for you because now Wii U, it's really easy to upgrade. They just add that. And
Yeah, and then
new
everyone-
system up.
That's true.
No, this
It
is
also
this
is
is a
that-
new system. It actually has.
Yeah, it's
like,
more like a tablet, right? Like
It's
or
instead
a
of like a
screen?
instead of like a normal controller, they have a tablet and a touch screen. I believe it's
It's
a
like
touch
big-
screen.
So it's kind of
Yeah, I
like a
think so.
DS, except for into an
But
actual
it's like
console.
bigger, right? And
So
it's
like-
not the normal controls.
So if you think about it, like any game you're playing, all your HUD elements can go onto that instead
is
of being
cool.
instead of cluttering up the screen.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty
and-
awesome.
Interesting.
I've seen some of its abilities during I think it was CES, and
would've
it
been
looks amazing. Like
So is this rumors or is this actual?
No, this
it's
is an actual
just
console
about
coming
to be released, or do you
Uh,
know when it's released?
another thing, it might be coming out the end of this year, which is interesting.
Oh, we'll only have a little while to play it though, because you know end of the world.
End of the world. End of
Right.
the world, man. End of the
So
And they the demo they had on there was what they labeled as what a Zelda game could look like on the Wii U. But after that, they immediately say there's no Zelda game planned for the Wii U.
what? That's garbage.
They are of course lying.
Yeah, they're just
Yeah.
getting us
They
all
are
like
of course lying.
our hopes down, and
Nintendo
then when they tell
is
us,
very notorious
there's
for creating
Lower expectations.
a
I think-
exactly.
Zelda game for every system, at least one.
I think they're also with this system trying to get back into profitability because I don't know how. I don't know. It was just an
What was
article
that?
I was reading.
Wi-
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Yeah.
How are they not profitable?
Well, just think.
yeah,
back-
Nintendo's the like
They're like one of the big three.
yeah
the
they,
only
they
three.
are.
Yeah.
I think they're number one. Even.
Well, they've sold the most consoles because
Yeah.
they have like the
Exactly.
cheapest system, right?
You got more of the
So-
family market, not as much
That's
the hardcore
exactly what
gamers.
they have, they
have
like
the family
because they,
market.
they want to compete with the graphics and everything
Anyway.
else.
yeah, absolutely.
But don't
That was just the article I was reading.
Well, interesting.
DLC for another game this week: Dead Island, Rider
What's
White.
DLC? Oh, downloadable content. I remember I asked
Good
this
job.
last time. Yeah, I remember.
So
Oh, out my head.
this new content
Don't,
pack for
don't poke it then.
this new content pack
Be
for
careful,
Dead
guys.
Island is a single player campaign. So that they get rid of the cooperative elements in that, but
Why?
you get to play. I don't know.
I wanna
It's-
work
it's a s-
together.
It's a stupid move, I think. But the content does look pretty cool because you get to play as the evil guy from his perspective.
Oh, that's the best
From
part.
Ooh, that's fun.
I don't even know, towards the end anyway.
It's how I do every day. I'm just the evil guy.
Every single day.
Riley.
So should
And
we
that
move
comes out
on from
Tuesday.
video games?
Everybody
We're
knows.
off.
Yeah, I
Okay,
think we're
Riley.
good.
I could.
I'm
I
sorry
could
to
start
be
off
that
with
guy.
music.
Who is still talking?
Who is?
Just
Everybody's
cut
now
around.
talking.
Okay, so we're moving on from video games to music, and said the whale. I have no idea.
Oh,
who
yeah.
that
Yeah, who is that?
I
Who
got
put
that.
on
Oh,
I got this.
Riley's-
This is
this
this
is-
guy.
Okay, let's hear
Awesome.
it.
Okay,
Ah.
Set the Whale, awesome indie band. They're coming out with a new release in March, which is what, 3 years later? I think 3 years later than their last release.
I have no idea who
Which-
these
yeah.
people are.
Yeah.
So
well,
you're
we're not going to talk about it for
asking-
long. They're pretty fantastic. Okay, maybe you should check
Can
them
I
out.
add
I had a link
something?
there.
Okay,
White Stripes. Jack White is releasing.
Speak into the
yeah,
mic.
sorry. He is releasing an album in April, solo album.
Is it solo?
It was a long time coming,
Oh, solo
but
album.
Well, that would be good.
released
'cause
his
he's a-
first song. It's called Love Impression or something. It's like country.
that
so
would, it would
weird.
probably be good because like
Yeah.
his stuff with the Dead Weather, he did a song that for It Might Get Loud, and he did like the theme song for the latest James Bond, like
Right.
Another Way to Die.
That's
he
a
did
good
that with
choice
Alicia
for
Keys.
a James Bond movie
That's pretty
song.
sweet.
Go from
Pretty
the White Stripes
cool.
and Jack White. This is still in the development. Queens of Stone Age new album. The last album they released was Air Garrison 2007.
Good
So
album.
And
long
si-
ago.
yeah, and but there's a lot that at least Joshua Homme has been involved in. Since then, he's worked on Eagles of Death Metal's album Hard On. But my favorite would be his trio working on with Them Crooked Vultures, John
Oh,
Paul
yeah.
Jones,
That's good.
So
Dave
good.
Grohl.
Just a super
So that
group,
happened
pretty much.
That happened in 2009, and then 2010 they released the Rated R, and then just last year they re-released and remastered their first album and toured, and literally just played that album for their shows last year. And I've just been looking up a bit, and as of November 2011, frequent collaborator Alan Johannes, you've seen him perform with Queens of Stone Age and produce their albums over the years. He's stating that as of November 2011, they were in the studio recording, and he's saying it's going well. I'm really excited about it. Once we start the process, it goes to completion. So I can't say exactly when, but it's a really good start. So I'm hoping that within the year we're going to see a new Queens of Stone Age album, because it's been a long time. Like, we've gotten some good albums with other bands in the meantime, but I'm really looking forward to the new album because I'm a huge fan.
Question, Evan. Do you think that him working with Them Crooked Vultures, like completely different but the same band at the same time, do you think he's going to come out with a new sound, or it's going to be pretty much the same as
Well,
he's always had?
what I've been reading is that ever since last year when they released their the first album, they reanalyzed that, and they're sort of backtracking to that sort of sounds from the sounds of it, like the really basic sort of trancey hard
Yeah.
rock, and apparently that's sort of seeping into their new stuff from little things I've
So
read.
we're looking at
But
good things from Queens.
Yeah, I think it's going to be like sort of reminiscent of Queens, but it's going to be at another direction, because Them Crooked Vultures, I think, is a completely different entity just because of the people within it. But I think everything that Josh Homme to this point has done is pretty unique and very enjoyable.
So
I'm
what
just a
about
huge fan. So
Curtis, TV shows?
Yeah, we need to move into the TV show section now. A brand new season of Tosh.0 coming out very soon. Anyone know the exact date? Riley seems to be extremely happy.
I
I'm
don't
gonna look
know
at
the date.
Riley. You don't even
Was
know.
it this Saturday or something?
This Saturday
I think it's usually it's
on
the
Comedy
weekend,
Central, I
isn't it?
believe.
Am I the only one who doesn't like Tosh.0?
No, you're not
honestly,
the only one right
honestly,
here.
Oh.
don't like the guy.
Let's
I think
make
he's
that
like,
3.
He's supposed to be a dick. That's
yeah,
his
play the
Yeah.
movie.
I haven't watched
Don't.
I haven't watched too
Yeah.
much, but his completely serious, like his special, that was hilarious. I watched that on YouTube. Completely serious.
I just can't
And,
get into
my
it.
I've
favorite
seen him
my
live.
favorite part is like behind the scenes, like during a show, there's these drunk people in the front row, and he literally kicks them out of their seats and gets some people to switch spots with him, and he's just like, just get out of here. You're just being a-holes. So just switch spots, and I don't know. I thought it was hilarious.
He was good live.
To be
Yeah,
honest,
he took it with
I think like his show is kind of pointless because he gets
Yeah.
all his videos from the web, and he's like putting it
On
on
TV,
broadcast.
yes.
That's the
He's
cool
like Ray
part
William
about it.
Johnson.
I think that's the cool part
Really
about
is.
it.
Yeah.
How obviously we all watch web content.
Right.
Yeah.
So he just brings the good stuff,
I guess
filters out all
that's
the
true.
garbage.
If you don't really go on the web a lot and you don't see all his content, it's kind of a cool way to be able to see all of
I
it.
feel
Yeah.
like you either love it or hate
We're
it.
talking
Yeah,
about a
that's-
lot of things that are on the web, but just
Yeah.
saying, we don't even have the videos to show.
That's
so.
true.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah, I bet you he would just be beaking us hard. If
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. So moving on, we got to move on to the Walking Dead season 2.
February 12th,
Yes.
guys. February
I
12th.
love it.
The mid-season premiere.
Such a
I've
good
gotta-
show.
I've got to catch up on the show. I have not seen any
February.
episodes,
Oh
but
my
I'm really
God.
excited. I need to start
February
watching.
12th.
amazing.
Mark it on your calendars, book it off, and make sure you watch it.
I'm
the
definitely
first
like,
season is the best.
I
will say
I
that.
Second
finished
season's the best.
watching that, but I'm definitely gonna wait till the second season's done and watch it all, because it's just I don't like starting halfway through a season. So
I would second you. It's quite annoying to watch one episode, then the next.
It's nice
then
to
the next, then
watch
the
them
next.
over a couple of days and just really get into the story, because the first season blew me away actually when I first saw it.
Okay. So I don't know if any of you guys have seen the mid-season premiere, but if you haven't and you don't want the last episode ruined for you, don't watch it.
Because you have to start from the
Yes.
beginning.
Oh, really?
You have
You
to start from
actually
the
you
beginning.
cannot just start in the middle or
No.
the end.
Yeah, like the first season was the best. Second season was meh for a while, but that mid-season finale
Yeah, like-
was excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Can't
really
even say
brought
anything.
back.
You don't want to like ruin
Yeah,
it.
it
but-
really brought back the level of fire and just how it kept bringing up. You think you knew what was going to happen, and then it would drop something brand new on you. That the first season liked to do quite a bit, and the second season didn't seem to do that. So you're kind of like, okay, what's going on? And then the
Yeah, it just-
finale
it
The
just
came.
Walking
kind of
Dead is about
drags
zombies,
for a little bit.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I love anything about zombies.
I'm like, I have no idea
zombies,
what
right?
is going on.
It's
right
probably
now.
one of the most realistic, or I should say, best zombie flicks out there.
Oh,
There's one thing I can
Yeah,
say
I
about
think
like
so.
I like how it started like in the first season, but it reminded me of exactly of 28 Days Later. As
Oh,
far as
really?
he starts, he
Yeah,
wakes,
no,
wakes
that's
up.
what I
He wakes
thought.
up in the
Yeah.
hospital, and then it's just a different angle. Like I don't have
Yeah.
anything wrong with it, but as soon as I saw that intro, he wakes up in the hospital, everything's
That's
just
the
gone to
first
hell.
thing that I thought.
It's
I
just
guess
was like,
you're
bro,
right there.
It's 28 Days Later, but it's a different take on it too.
Well, the last one in our TV category is Spartacus Vengeance. I messed that up a little bit. Can we say something really quick about this?
Andy Whitfield, who was the original Spartacus in this show, died. They replaced him.
Oh, no.
So, yeah.
Sorry, we shouldn't be
Sorry.
laughing about that.
Yeah, don't laugh about that. That's
I'm
mean.
sorry.
It's cancer, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I feel
John
sorry.
Hodgkin's
Whoa.
lymphoma.
Yeah, and for Dexter fans, Michael C. Hall just about
pretty
died.
sad.
Or
I
he
know.
got cancer as
Kinda
well.
sad, guys.
during,
Anyways,
Wow.
watch Spartacus Vengeance if you like blood and violence. Okay.
Yay.
End of story.
Moving
Okay,
on
moving on.
to
Story.
gadgets. We have the PS Vita. There are details and features. Jordan, you're up.
I'm very excited for this one.
It actually looks really cool. I
Yeah.
wouldn't ever.
More or less excited for PS Vita or the Wii U?
I'm more excited for the PS Vita because, like, I bought the PSP, but the PSP just, like, it wasn't that powerful. And, like, this one has so much more features. Like, it's got the dual analog sticks now, which is, like, means you can actually play first-person shooters on this thing, which is amazing. And I've actually seen some of the graphics that it pumps out. It's pretty good. Like, it's supposed to compete with PlayStation 3. And, like, you know how powerful
So
that machine is.
I heard that there's like a feature that's going to be on it where you can actually play, like you can play on your PlayStation 3 right at home or whatever, and then you pause your game, and then you literally pick it up on the Vita, and like, can you do that, or is
Yeah,
it?
I believe that's one of the features they're
Like,
working on.
That's so cool. Like, come on, like.
Yeah,
you're
it's
sitting
like
at home and-
iCloud for games type thing.
I know, right? Like, come on, you can take your gaming with you.
That would be really sweet. I'm looking forward to it. It actually comes out on the 22nd. If I can manage to get some cash before then, you know, I just may buy one.
Be the first in line.
$300. I could do it. I just hope that it's more successful than the PSP because the PSP kind of bombed and it didn't have a lot of.
It started off
games
really
for
good,
it.
then they just didn't really. It kind
Yeah.
of just it kind of trailed off because there wasn't much, there.
It's the
It
PSP
was a really
selling
cool
point.
idea, though.
Yeah,
Right.
The PSP selling point was
There was-
that
there was-
sort
there
of
was
remote
some-
control ability of your PS2 that never really happened,
Yeah.
or PS3. I'm
There was
sorry.
some really cool stuff that happened, but it kind of just faded out because I don't know, just interest kind of got lost. I remember
That's
having
right.
a PSP back in the day.
So, do we have, for our extra items today, we have literally 45
Oh my
seconds.
god! I want to say, can I go?
Yeah, you're good. That's
Okay, the one-armed MMA fighter. He
Okay.
is 9-0. He has submitted every person he's fought, and he only has one arm. So
That's amazing.
You hear it, you're just like, I don't even believe this.
Yeah, that's
They're
so
not
cool.
going easy on this guy. They're trying to beat this guy down. He still wins, and he has one arm. Imagine if he had two arms.
Good for him.
Absolutely.
Like, that's amazing.
Simple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Katy Perry watch, just
No.
let you know,
No.
Girls Band is
No.
releasing
No.
a tell book.
No,
Moving on,
we
guys.
we have
Moving
18
on.
seconds.
18 seconds, no
I have to
time.
say
Moving
my-
on.
Shush, I'm trying to close this thing. Okay, here we go. So that's our podcast for this week. We'd like to hear your opinions about the topics we talked about here today. So feel free to email us at deviewpodcast@gmail.com or post a comment. You can also find us on Twitter. Deview Podcast is simply at Deview Podcast. I'm at Curtis Parody.
I'm at jmerd117.
I'm at Kael Donnelly.amv.
At Riley McDermid.
At Evan J. Wiebe.
At Gage C. Fletcher.
At KG_12, KAYGEE.
And don't forget to check out theviewpodcast.com. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We'll be back next week with another episode. Until then, have yourself a great day, night, or whatever it is, wherever you are when you're listening to this. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Yay.